Have you heard about this fresh new camera? The Sony FE 300mm f2.8 GM OSS is a new lens from Sony. With a weight of just 1470 grams and measuring 256mm in length, it's smaller than you might expect for a lens with these specifications. The manufacturer promises high mechanical durability, dust and moisture sealing, minimal aberration, beautiful bokeh, and fast autofocus even during continuous shooting. It sounds really promising. Let's subject this lens to a little trial to see how it really performs. The enormous advantage of this lens lies in its weight and size. Firstly, it's a remarkably compact lens, considering it has a focal length of 300mm with a wide aperture f2.8. Even more surprising is its low weight. Finally, someone has produced an extremely long and bright lens that doesn't require carriers. The weight is just below 1.5 kg, which is an excellent result. For comparison, let's recall that Zeiss Otus 28 f1.4 lens, which weighs almost the same as the Sony 300mm, and that's a wide-angle lens. So once again, an outstanding result in terms of weight. This means, for example, that sports photographers or wildlife photographers will not need to use a monopod or tripod. This lens can easily be handheld. The lens includes 3 Super ED, means extra low dispersion, glass elements, and 1 ED glass element effectively controls chromatic aberration. The manufacturer also paid great attention to the bokeh. It's interesting that each lens is individually calibrated during manufacture to optimize bokeh quality. An 11-blade circular aperture mechanism contributes to a smooth round bokeh. Let's take a look at how this beauty is designed. The lens hood is made of sturdy plastic and is very robust. Even with a firm hand grip, we couldn't deform it. It is secured on the body by a lock, which needs to be pressed to remove the hood. After pressing the lock and rotating it 90 degrees along the precise rail, the hood can be easily removed. On the rubberized ring behind the lens hood, you will find a 4 instance of customizable button, the function of which can be set in the camera. Regardless of the lens's orientation, you can comfortably reach one of the 4 buttons. Adjacent to the rubberized button ring is the focus ring made of hard plastic, referred to by Sony as the function ring. This one. It's not an ordinary focus ring. When moved in either direction, it provides resistance, and after a slight turn, you will encounter the stop. Upon releasing the ring, it returns to the center position. Manual focusing is achieved by turning the ring to the left or right. Depending on how much you tilt the ring, the lens focuses at different speeds, either forward or backward. The focusing is very precise. With a slight tilt, the plane of focus moves very slowly, allowing you time for accurate focusing. When reaching the stop, the lens rapidly refocuses from one end to the other in approximately 3 seconds. This entire system has a significant advantage. The movement required for refocusing is minimal. You don't have to turn a traditional ring extensively, fumble around and waste time. In combination with the A9 III camera, this ring can also have additional functions. Right after the function ring, you will find a classic focusing ring. It's a large rubberized electronic focus ring that we are familiar with. It's a movement in smooth, and it operates independently of the function ring. If you are not satisfied with tilting focus ring or need precise adjustments, use this large ring. Between the focus ring and the tripod collar, the lens offers a standard set of switches related to focusing and stabilization. Using filters on such long lenses is not very common, and when someone needs to use a filter, they certainly don't screw it onto the massive front element. Instead, at the opposite end of the lens, there is a slot for drop-in filters with a diameter of 40.5 mm. ND filters and polarizing filters are available. If 300mm is not enough for someone, and they still don't want to invest in a larger and heavier lens, they have the option of using Teleconverters 1.4 and 2.0. Unfortunately, we don't have the converters available, but according to the manufacturer's claims, when using both converters, image degradation should be absolutely minimal. However, not to only praise, the tripod collar is not Arca-Swiss compatible. What a pity. Nowadays, almost all manufacturers of photographic equipment have realized that Arca-Swiss compatibility is essential. Therefore, it's quite puzzling why Sony insists on having us attach an Arca-Swiss compatible plate to this beautiful new lens. Again, it's really a shame. And now let's move to the field to give this lens a hard time. We have here a totally new lens, Sony 300mm f2.8. I would like to welcome here Michal Hurník. He's one of the best Czech animal photographer, or better to say dog photographer. Michal, the set is yours and go for it.
Okay, thank you.
Ten objektiv je unikátní v tom, že je prostě jako relativně malý a hlavně je lehoulinký. Jak se ti s tím objektivem pracoval? Protože normálně máš 400 od Sony, takže když jsi to porovnal, jak se ti to drží, ta váha, co to dělá na to focení?
Tak, když bych to řekl, jako, co se týče samotného focení, tak je to skvělý, protože ten objektiv je krásně lehký, perfektně vyvážený, takže se s ním perfektně prostě manipuluje. V ruce mě to připadá nějaká 72 prostě, takže s tou 400 se to jako vůbec nedá porovnat, co se týče váhy a rozměru, samozřejmě prostě je to úplně jiný objektiv. Takže za mě jako ta 300 v tomto ohledu je absolutně skvělá. Co jsem mohl jako posoudit během toho focení, tak to ostření, ta rychlost a přesnost je za mě jako špičková, jak jsem zvyklý od Sony u těch top objektivů, takže tady jsem jako nečekal nic jiného prostě.
Tak jo, Michale, díky moc za první dojmy a ještě jednou díky, že se nás udá čas. Děkuju.
Taky díky.